After this movie got over, I said to myself, this is probably one of the most interesting movies that I've watched. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita and I hope you all are doing well. And today I want to share my thoughts with you on this Malayalam movie which released on Amazon Prime Video a couple of weeks back. Arkaryam, which stars Biju Menon, Sharafuddin and Parvati in the lead role, and it has been directed by Sanu John Varghese. This movie overall is a very interesting combination of slice of life, thriller and philosophy. So yes, let's get into the detailed analysis. This movie is set up against the backdrop of the national lockdown that happened when the first COVID wave hit our country. The story begins in Mumbai where a couple, Roy and Shirley, decide to go to Kerala to be with their father, Itya Vera, amidst the growing pandemic situation. They also have a daughter who has been admitted in a convent school. Roy, who is a businessman, finds himself in a bit of a soup because one of his consignments gets stuck due to the COVID situation and he owes one of his friends a big debt. Itya Vera lives in a beautiful house surrounded by plush greenery. He is a retired teacher who is also under debt because he tries his hand at pig farming after retirement. Now the storyline is actually pretty simple. We see how these characters are living their lives after the lockdown was announced. But there is this beautiful, unbelievable twist that I was absolutely not anticipating. It just gets thrown in your face all of a sudden. And because of this twist thrown, how the perceptions change, how one person can be a completely different human being for different people is what this story is about. The movie is collectively written by Arun Janardhanan, Rajesh Ravi and Sanu John Varghese. The way this entire story has been written leaves a lot of open-ended questions to the viewers, and I think that was the intent. When you watch this film, the story might look extremely linear to you, but it is written in such a way that by the end of the film, you as an audience will also say, who knows? When the film got over, I thought to myself that yeah, we would never ever know how a person actually thinks unless and until we have the power to get inside that person's mind. Some of the writing moments in this movie are pure gems, starting with the reveal of the twist. The way it gets revealed and the way it gets thrown in our faces is probably one of the most genius pieces of writing that I have seen. I'm of course not going to reveal what it is, but the way Biju Menon just casually reveals it to Sharafuddin and walks away is probably one of the best scenes that I found in this movie. Second thing that I really loved about the writing was the family dynamics that was shown. This was the second marriage for both the characters of Shirley and Roy, but I really liked how they were very comfortable talking to each other about their past relationships. Also, the relationship that they shared with Itya Vera was beautifully portrayed. Roy's relationship with his stepdaughter Sophie was also portrayed so beautifully and maturely. It was not overdone at all. So yes, the overall family dynamics was again one of the highlights for me in the writing. The third genius thing that the writers managed to nail was the inactivity shown. Basically, when you watch this film, you are going to wonder why isn't anything happening? And that's the beauty of it. When the country went into a national lockdown, there was a complete halt that was put into everything. In fact, we also felt that okay, suddenly the lives have come into a stop. We can't go anywhere out. We have to stay in our homes. We can't do anything leisurely. And that feeling was captured so accurately in this movie. You are supposed to feel that the life has come to a halt through these characters. The last thing that I really loved about the film was the open-ended question that was asked. Who knows? Itya Vera as a character is a strong believer that whatever happens is a plan of the God. He firmly believes that God has a plan for every human being and the journey is predetermined. So even though we don't know why a certain event is happening in our life, God knows. Roy, on the other hand, even though he practices his faith, but he is still sort of a skeptic. There is a dialogue in the film which Roy thinks to himself that his wife Shirley probably can sleep peacefully because she has so much faith in God. That was sort of interesting to me because as a viewer, that makes you understand that Roy, even though he believes in his faith, he will still question it. Now, when you look at the writing of the overall plot, I feel that Roy and Itya Vera's characters were written very prominently. On the other hand, Shirley Shirley did not seem that important part of the story. I don't know if that was a very conscious decision by the writers, but they probably could have done something with Shirley's character because her presence didn't feel as prominent to me as Roy or Ityavira. Coming to the direction now, this is Sanu John Verghes's first film as a director, and I think he has done a commendable job. The entire look and feel of the film is very simple, it's minimalistic, it's very real. The best part about the direction was that Sanu John Verghese gave the viewers the time to develop a perception about the principal characters. By the end of the film, it is completely up to us to decide whether Biju Menon's character is a good guy or the bad guy, or what Roy did was a good thing or a bad thing. Sanu Verghese intended this movie to feel like a slow burn, and I think he knew that not everybody would appreciate this kind of style, but it is what it is. The cinematography has been done by G. Srinivas Reddy, and I think some of the best camera moments are the one which have been shot at Ityavira's house. For me, the standout camera works were in the kitchen area, inside and out, because most of the main events happen in that area. As the movie progresses slowly, that kitchen room starts to feel claustrophobic, and there is a certain sense of uncertainty that is attached to it. Other than that, the plush green surroundings around Ityavira's house and the pond looks beautiful on screen. There is absolutely no doubts when it comes to Mahesh Narayanan's editing abilities. I think he is a fantastic editor. Considering the scenario, considering the storyline, considering the treatment and theme of this film, this movie is actually paced perfectly. If you do not like movies which are like a slow burn, then this movie is not going to be enjoyable for you at all. You are definitely going to feel bored. For this film particularly, Mahesh Narayanan completely subverted my expectation when it came to editing, because I honestly thought that once that twist was revealed, the movie is actually going to be fast paced in the second half, but that was not the case. The pacing was kept consistent throughout. The background score of this film is done by Sanjay Diveja, and I think, like the entire movie, the score itself is a slow burn. I don't know why, but when I was watching this movie, there was a certain sense of dread that was washing off over me, and I think the score has a lot to do with that. Even though there are three leads in the movie, Biju Menon, Sharafuddin and Parvati, I think this is largely Biju Menon's film. Firstly, kudos to the makeup department, because I think Biju Menon's makeup was done so well, and he also got into the character perfectly. His entire body language, the way he was sitting, standing, walking, all of his gestures, plus the way he was delivering his dialogues was just so perfectly done. He really made me believe that he was this old guy. Biju Menon played this character off so well that by the end of the film you will wonder, do I really like this guy, or is he the biggest manipulator in this world? Then comes Sharafuddin's character as Roy. I think it was so beautifully restrained, the way he showed his shock and discomfort through his eyes. He was not acting, he was just being. It looked so natural that he's the character I completely empathized with. Parvati is one of my favorite actors out there, and her overall character as Shirley, the way she played it was fantastic, but I still feel that there was something missing, there was something incomplete. In fact, I was more satisfied with Shaiju Kurup's character as Vaisha than Parvati as Shirley. Arkariyam was a very interesting watch for me because it throws a lot of philosophical sort of questions in front of you. In fact, the treatment of this movie makes it very unique. And yes, those were my thoughts on the 2021 Malayalam film Arkariyam, which is streaming on Amazon Prime Video. You can give it a watch. I don't know, there would be mixed feelings after you watch it, but you can definitely give it a go. And yeah, that was my review, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed it and come till the end of the video. I will see you soon on my next video. Bye bye.